Hey YouTube, this is Primetime Pokemon. In this video, I'll be reviewing and then giving away the Hidden Moon theme deck. This is the second Guardians Rising theme deck I've reviewed and then gave away on my channel. The Steel Sun theme deck was a Metal and Psychic type theme deck. Gave that deck away May 31st. So this giveaway during the month of June, I'll be giving away on the final day in June. So this theme deck features Lunala, like I mentioned, Psychic and Fire type theme deck. So majority of this video will be reviewing and then summarizing what I think about the theme deck, and then at the end of the video, as well as in the description of this video, I will state the rules to entry. And I have reviewed almost every single theme deck released in the past several years on my channel. You'll find another link in the description of this video that will lead you to that playlist. The Steel Sun theme deck from this Guardians Rising series of theme decks wasn't a huge fan of, gave that one only a 2 out of 5 rating. So I'll turn the box over here. You can see the deck list on the right. You can see everything that you get on the inside. Whoever does win this theme deck will get everything on the inside there. And I can read the summary. So it says, Dark Wings of Mystery. Hurtling across the sky on purple wings, Lunala leads a fiery crew of Pokemon. Keep your Pokemon evolving and bide your time until you reveal the power of the Hidden Moon theme deck. And these theme decks are $12.99 in stores. I already opened it up just so I could get all of the cards organized inside the deck box. But here is the card checklist. The GX marker, damage counters, burn and poison markers. 2-player playmat with rule sheet. The deck box, and there are 59 cards inside of here. Lunala is the featured Pokemon. Online TCG code card, and I give away all the codes that I get in my booster packs in my openings on YouTube. And then here is the special Lunala holofoil. Normally this is a rare non-holo from the Guardians Rising set. And then the Pokemon coin, and this one is Lunala. The other one featured Solgaleo. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go through every single card in the deck and then get to giving the deck away. So first up, the featured Pokemon line. There is a 3-2-2 line of Cosmog, Cosmoem, and then Lunala. Cosmog, 60 HP. Its move, Dust Gathering, allows you to draw a card for one colorless energy card. Of course, both theme decks from Guardians Rising have Cosmog and Cosmoem because they both evolve into Lunala and Solgaleo. And then Cosmoem, only one move. It does have 90 HP for stage 1. Teleport, switch to this Pokemon with one of your bench Pokemon. Does have a very high retreat cost, so like I mentioned in the previous theme deck video, that you'll either want to start the game with Cosmog, allowing you to draw a card and set up your bench Pokemon, or just evolve Cosmog into Lunala on the bench. So Lunala here, 160 HP, so a high HP for a stage 2. 2 moves, they both require all Psychic type energy cards. Shatter Shot for one Psychic energy card does 40 damage times the amount of Psychic energy cards attached to this Pokemon. And then Wings of the Moon for 3 Psychic energy cards does 130 damage, and it says move all energy from this Pokemon to your bench Pokemon in any way you like. So ideally you would set up this line on the bench. You'd put potentially 4 Psychic energy cards on here, so you could do 160 damage per turn with Shatter Shot. And then right before either Lunala is going to be defeated or you're going to switch it, you could use Wings of the Moon and get all of those energy cards to your benched Pokemon. So definitely some strategy to go along with Lunala. Next up is a 2-2 line of Gothita and Gothorita. There is not a Gothitelle in this theme deck. You could definitely add one. There is a Gothitelle in the Guardians Rising set. So Gothita, 60 HP, only one move, Blown Kiss, and it says to put 1 damage counter on one of your opponent's Pokemon. So this is an excellent starter type Pokemon, outside of being limited in that it only has 1 move. But you can spread attack this way. You can potentially spread all the damage around on your opponent's bench Pokemon and then knock those out one by one. So I do like Gothita's move. And then Gothorita, a little bit lower HP than I would like for a stage 1, 80 HP, 2 moves. Slap does 20 damage, and then Psybeam does 30 damage, plus it confuses the defending Pokemon for 2 energy cards, so not a powerful attacker by any means, but a solid card overall. If you could use a trainer or some type of ability to increase its HP, it would be even more usable. Finishing up the Psychic type Pokemon, there's one each of Mimikyu and then Oricorio. Mimikyu, 70 HP, 2 moves, Filch and Copycat. Filch allows you to draw 2 cards for 1 colorless energy card, and then Copycat for 2 energy cards. Says if your opponent's Pokemon use an attack that isn't a GX attack during their last turn, use it as this attack. So a very good move right there. Copycat reminds me of something like a Ditto or a Smeargle. And then Oricorio, 90 HP for a basic. 2 moves, both require 1 colorless energy card, Supernatural Dance. It says for each Pokemon in your opponent's discard pile, put 1 damage counter on your opponent's Pokemon in any way you like. So there's another card that can spread attack damage, similar to the Gothita. And then Revelation Dance, 30 damage for 1 colorless energy card. If there is no Stadium card in play, this attack does nothing. And you have to see if there is a Stadium card later, otherwise you have to add one in here. Otherwise, Supernatural Dance is a pretty good move to use. It'd have to be later in the game though, after your opponent has some Pokemon in their discard pile. But a couple of good Pokemon there. Now we're moving on to the Fire type Pokemon in the deck, a 2-1 line of Salandit and Salazzle. Good HP for Salandit, 70 HP, so above average HP. 2 moves, Scratch and Venoshock. Scratch does 10 damage for 1 fire energy card, and then Venoshock for 2 colorless energy cards, or 1 double colorless energy, does 20 damage plus, if the defending Pokemon is poisoned, the attack does 40 more damage, so it could do 60 damage for 2 energy cards. But it could be used as a starter type Pokemon as well, because it can attack right away. And then Salazzle, 110 HP, so above average HP here too. Hot Poison is its ability, and it says when you play this Pokemon from your hand to evolve one of your Pokemon during your turn, you may leave your opponent's active Pokemon burned and poisoned. So this is another card that has an ability where you may want to continuously place this card onto your bench. So if you could somehow figure out how to basically return this card back into your hand, this card would be pretty spectacular. And then Flamethrower, 90 damage for 3 energy cards, and it says to discard an energy from this Pokemon. You could use a Burning Energy and have that card just reattach itself every single turn. So I do like Salazzle quite well. Next up would be a 2-1 line of Litwick and then Lampet, no Chandelure in this theme deck. There's Litwick, 50 HP, so below average HP. Flickering Flames does 10 damage for 1 fire energy card, and it puts the defending Pokemon to sleep. So I like how some of the Pokemon in this deck inflict special conditions as well as do damage when attacking. Only downside to this card, a little bit lower HP. And then Lampent, again, a lower HP. Quick move though, Will-O-Wisp does 30 damage for 1 fire energy card. So I do like this line. Just limited in the amount of damage it can do and how high of HP the cards have. So that's it for the Fire type Pokemon. Now on to the 1 line of Colorless type Pokemon. And there's actually a 3-2 line of Stuffle and Beware. And this line was also in the other theme deck from Guardians Rising. So Stuffle, 70 HP, so a good HP. Tackle and Hammerin all require colorless energy cards. Tackle does 10 damage for 1 energy card, and then Hammerin for 3 energy cards does 60 damage. So pretty solid card overall. Only thing I'd note, its retreat cost is higher than the attack cost of its first move. So 3 of those, and then Beware, 130 HP for a stage 1, so a very good HP. It has an ability and a move. Its ability is called Rake It In. And it says when you play this Pokemon from your hand to evolve one of your Pokemon during your turn, you may draw 3 cards. So this card, as well as the Hot Poison ability on Salazzle, both could be very useful if you're able to return this card to your hand or Salazzle to your hand. And then Dangerous Blow, for 3 colorless energy cards, does 60 damage plus, if the defending Pokemon is a basic Pokemon, the attack does 60 more damage. So an average move overall, but can be well above average if you're facing a basic Pokemon. So that is it for the Pokemon in this deck compared to the other theme deck, the Steel Sun. I like the Pokemon in this deck a lot better. I'm moving on to trainer cards now. So 1 Altar of the Moon Stadium card, and it says the retreat cost of each Pokemon both yours and your opponent's, that has any psychic or darkness energy attached to it is 2 colorless energy cards less. So this is a very useful stadium card for a deck like this that has psychic type Pokemon in it. Next up would be Energy Lotto, just one of these, and it says look at the top 7 cards of your deck. You may reveal an energy card you find there and put it into your hand. Shuffle the other cards back into your deck. Always important to have energy cards in your hand so you can at least attach 1 energy card per turn. Energy Retrieval, a good way to get energy cards from your discard pile. And there's only one of these in the deck, and it says put 2 basic energy cards from your discard pile into your hand. How, and you can get this in full art form in the Guardians Rising set, there are 3 of. It allows you to draw 3 cards. Always useful to have more cards in your hand, as long as you don't run out of cards in your deck. And of course you lose the game. And then Nest Ball, the other theme deck from Guardians Rising, had this trainer as well. It allows you to search your deck for a basic Pokemon and put it onto your bench. So that's useful. You don't want to lose the game by running out of Pokemon on your bench. Nest Ball, 2 of these, and this is from the Sun and Moon set. Potion, heal 30 damage for one of your Pokemon. This is useful because some of the Pokemon in this theme deck have a little bit lower of HP. It's always good to remove that damage. Just 1 potion. And then Professor Kukui, 2 of. And it allows you to draw 2 cards, and your opponent's attacks do 20 more damage to your opponent's active Pokemon. Always a good thing, increasing the damage a move does. 2 of those, and then Rescue Stretcher, 1 of. And it says you can either put a Pokemon from your discard pile into your hand, or shuffle 3 Pokemon from your discard pile into your deck. So it just really matters how many Pokemon you have in your discard pile and how many you need immediately. And then Switch Trainer just allows you to switch your active Pokemon with one of your bench Pokemon. The Stadium Trainer card that I showed here helps reduce that a little bit since it reduces the retreat cost, but always a good thing to be able to retreat your Pokemon for free without having to give up energy cards. And then the final trainer card would be Timer Ball. It says to flip 2 coins for each heads, search your deck for an evolution Pokemon, reveal it, and put it into your hand. So a lot of trainer cards only allow you to search for basic Pokemon. If you're in a deck like this one with some stage 1 cards, or if you modify it to have some stage 2, Timer Ball is a very useful trainer. So compared to the Steel Sun theme deck, the trainers are pretty similar. I think these are solid trainers overall to go with this theme deck. And then the last thing that I'll show would be the energy cards, 20 total, 12 psychic and 8 fire, and most competitive theme decks have less energy than this. They actually have more trainers, just because trainers help you get energy and then Pokemon into play. So there are the energy cards. Of course, you can get energy cards in each Sun and Moon series pack, as well as elite trainer boxes and theme decks like these. But overall, I think this is a very good theme deck. I like a lot of the Pokemon here. It's much better than the Steel Sun theme deck in my opinion. I would give this one a 4 out of 5 rating. I think it is an above average theme deck, and if you're just learning the TCG, I would definitely recommend it. So now to the giveaway portion of this theme deck review and giveaway video. All you have to do to be eligible for this giveaway is you have to subscribe to my YouTube channel, like this video, and then in the comment section of this video state you'd like to enter and which Pokemon you like better, either Solgaleo or Lunala. Once you've done those things, at the end of June 30th, at about 7 p.m. Central Time, I will be using a random number generator on all of the comments on this video to randomly select a winner for the giveaway, and I'll be private messaging that person via YouTube. You'll find a link in the description of this video on how to check your private messages on YouTube. So there you have it. Thanks everyone for watching. As always, before you go, check out all the links in the description of this video, including links to my blog, Facebook, and Twitter pages, and stay tuned for more videos. Thank you.